for me timbers, watching the talk. Found myself flipping in the coldest card. Jelly bean jukebox, arranging a blender.
Welcome back, twisted souls, to Kregon's dim den, where sanity's a joke and mayhem's the punchline. Hit that like and subscribe for a one-way trip to the absurd, because we're about to dance with madness in stilettos on broken glass. And now, enter the dusk-draped saga, Kregon's carnival of chaos, biscuits and bloodbaths. Strap in, it's gonna be a wicked waltz. Flabbergasted, hypotenuse, kerfuffle, bamboozled, lollygag, flummoxed, spatchcock, brouhaha, discombobulate. Part 1. Tina takes the axe. So our gal Tina, she's a right bitch on the best of days, her tongue sharper than the edge on her wood-chopping axe. Living on the outskirts of Dunsburg Village, a shithole that makes pigsties look posh, she's got her work cut out for her. And work entails chopping wood like a madwoman because warmth don't come from pleasantries. Now the village itself is a circus without a tent. Houses clustered together like they're huddling for a gossip, every damn one of them riding the line between standing and surrendering to the earth. And let's not forget Mr. Proctor, the arsehole who suffocated on the holy sacrament. A bloody piece of bread. You can't make this up. Every Sunday, the village prays louder in the hopes they won't meet their maker by way of baked goods. Enter our Tina, her hands calloused, swearing up a storm with every swing of the axe. "Fuck ye logs," she bellows, each a vendetta against the tree it once was. And every strike echoed her ma's screams from the stake when she became the human toasty. Not a single fuck was given by the flames, nor the slack-jawed yokels who believed she was a witch. Meanwhile, back at the village, two nuns are snogging behind the stables, taking a trip to heaven before even kicking the bucket. Sister Mary Twisted and Sister Ruthless, call them what you will, they're slipping tongues while old Bessie the horse looks on, horrified and yet unable to look away. If sins were currency, we'd be praying in Las Vegas instead of Dunsburg. But back to our heroine, if you can call her that, with her heart blacker than a coal miner's lungs. She senses eyes on her while she swings. "Who's the twat spying now?" She grumbles, expecting to find one of the daft villagers pissing his pants at her majesty of profanity. Instead, she gets the eerie silence and a sense that she's not alone. A shifting shadow, a whispered cough. It's the beginning. The cultists smell a target, and the plague doctor, well, he's lurking with a Christmas bauble in his pocket. Part 2. Forest freakout and cultist clownery. So there Tina was, stomping through the fucking forest like she owned the place. Her mule, stubborn bastard named Jed, bolted like a bat out of hell over some spooked squirrel's nutty shenanigans. "Jed, you daft prick!" she screeched, galloping after him with the grace of a three-legged elephant in a tutu. The trees laughed at her, their branches snickering and leaves rustling with glee. And just when you thought it couldn't get weirder, the bloody moon decides to paint the sky like it's in its goth phase, bright fucking red. Blood moon, huh? What's next? A bloody nose, Tina quipped, since no occurrence was too sacred for her gobby insults. Blundering deeper into the woods, she lost the plot along with her bearings, face to face with gnarled trees that looked like the village elders mid-gossip. And that's when the locals dressed in dollar store robes popped out. A goddamn cult that took the term fashionably late to new heights. What's all this then? A bloody fancy dress party? Tina cackled, her hands on her bitchin' hips. The cultists mumbled their chants, and wouldn't you bloody know it, one tripped over his own robe, plunging face first into a briar patch. "Not so menacing now, are we, fucko?" Tina laughed, a hyena with a smoker's cough. Just as the cult encircled her, a pile of leaves fell from a tree, landing on the head honcho's noggin. He flailed like a chicken with vertigo, curses and leaves flying. Tina, true to form, bitched a biblical storm. Is this your master plan, to tickle me to death with bloody foliage? But suddenly she hears a twig snap and spins, axe raised in a manicure that's never touched a nail salon. "Come at me, you hooded wank stains," she barked, fully prepared to go down in history as the shrew who schooled the moonlit masses. In a grand display of overkill, she grabbed a cultist by the hood, swung him around and let go, sending him flying into a tree with a splat that'd rival any pumpkin toss competition. The forest became a whirlwind of chaos, with cultists tripping over nature and each other, like toddlers on a sugar rush. And smack dab in the middle was Tina, wild-eyed, wielding an axe and bitching up a cyclone that could tear the stitches from Frankenstein's arse. Part 3. The Cookie Conundrum and Tina's tumultuous termination. Tina, hopped up like a rabid banshee, was on a fucking spree, hacking through those cultists with each swing of her axe like a chef on chop day. Blood spattered, viscera flew, and a detached ear even landed on a nearby squirrel. The poor bastard didn't sign up for any of this. While Tina carved her name into cultist kebabs, fuck me sideways, the plague doctor kept waltzing in front of her each time, packing something in his robe that looked like he was smuggling a goddamn submarine sandwich. "Get your pervy shadow out of my slaughterfest, you creepy fuck," Tina yelled, her teeth barred in a pissed-off snarl. And just as the narrator was about to call timeout on the madness to say, "Fuck no, story, wait, this is getting a little too nuts here, not safe for work, kids," there's a pause, a choke on the disbelief. But oh bloody hell, this is my world. The story continues as Tina finds herself circled by the cult members near the river, their dead eyes reflecting the blood moon above. Out comes the plague doctor, strolling through the dumbstruck crowd like Moses parting the dumbass sea. That bulge in his robe. What the hell's he got under there? A missile? An elephant's cock? Everybody's mind was in a gutter as the doctor stepped right up to Ms. Freakout herself, Tina. He reached deep inside his robe and out comes, not the expected throbbing package, but a friggin' box. Tina's eyes bugged out. Her heart galloped like it wanted a race. She took one glance at that box, said to hell with this, and splash. She leapt into the rapids faster than a cat on a hot tin roof. That water was colder than a witch's tit. And that was the last anyone saw of Karentina. With Tina doing her best impression of an ice cube in the drink, the plague doctor shrugged, the universal sign of, "What the fuck, right?" He turned around to the huddle of bewildered cult members, popped his mask off with a charm that screamed anticlimax, and opened the goddamn box. What's inside? Not terror, not death, not a bomb, but Christmas fucking cookies. Guess Tina really didn't want any, huh? The doctor mused as the cult members, some covered in fresh blood, others in leaf bits, all reached in and nabbed themselves a cookie. And so it ends. The tale of Tina. Chased, freaked out, and soaked to the bones. All because she couldn't face down a box of holiday cheer. Go figure. Tina, the plague doctor, the cult members, and the squirrel were not harmed in this story. Codswallop, fiddle-faddle, gibberish, hullabaloo, widdershins, balderdash, flibbergibbet, hodgepodge, snolly
Beats with the lollygag twist, unmatch the crowd, got them clenching their fists. Spatchcock in the mix, bro, ha-ha. On the set, discombobulate minds, but that's a short bet. Persnickety rhymes, gobbledygook flow, naked poopery hive on the brain cells, go low. Try noodle with words, malarkey's the game, yeah, again, here we go, skedaddle, no shame. Hornswoggle the track, it's a poppycock ride. Snickerdoodle, dumb fun, kerplunk on the side. Codswallop's the course, with the fiddle-faddle filled, gibberish garnish, hullabaloo thrill. Widdershins, wisdom, spin and boulder, dash round, flibber to gibbet.